Thanks for joining us. I'm Deborah Knapp.
And I'm Aaron Wright. First to 10, coronavirus in Bexar County. The positivity rate has dropped, but cases remain high. Officials are reporting 1,585 new cases. There's one new death. The virus continues to stress our hospitals tonight. There are 1,433 coronavirus patients, which is an all-time high. As mentioned, the positivity rate has dropped to 19.7%. The community risk level is severe and worsening.
The mass vaccination clinic got underway at the Alamodome today. Appointments opened on Saturday morning, and the city says all 9,000 slots for this week were filled in just 6 minutes. That left thousands of San Antonians frustrated and anxious. If you're still waiting for a vaccine, we want to help answer the questions you might have. For that, let's bring in Eyewitness News anchor Sharon Coe, who has an update from local leaders. Sharon?
Deborah, a lot of people were trying to register, which meant online error messages and unanswered calls. So we asked city leaders what can be done to make this process less frustrating and smoother. Here's a quick Q&A.
Number 1, is the city considering a wait list? Tonight, city leaders said it's not a good idea.
Dallas County has, but the Dallas County wait list, I'm being told, is about 100,000. So is there any utility to implementing wait list at this time?
If we can get assured of a supply each week, then we'd be able to get you on a list for this week or for the next week.
Next question we asked, what are other cities doing to vaccinate the mass, and is San Antonio touching base with them?
Mass vaccination model of rolling out vaccines just began recently. So we haven't had really time to evaluate other systems to see if somebody else is doing better, but we are certainly keeping in contact with other health departments.
And third, what is the best way to stay informed about openings? KENS 5 viewers shared that some slots open back up in the afternoon. The city sent us this statement saying in part, the city of San Antonio's COVID-19 vaccine registration system will periodically reopen when appointments become available due to no-shows, cancellations, or additional doses drawn per vial. Registration is currently closed.
The city says the best solution is simple: more doses. Once registration does reopen, it will be announced. Also, if you're signing up online, have this info written down and ready to go: name, date of birth, address, and phone numbers. Aaron?
Sharon, thank you. Changes are coming to Texas's vaccine strategy. While in Arlington today, Governor Greg Abbott announced that the state will shift focus to more vaccination hubs instead of sending doses to so many providers. Over the weekend, state officials said 28 large-scale hubs would soon be opening. Abbott says the state is expected to receive 310,000 doses each week for the month of January. These shots will be for people getting their first round of the vaccine.